Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2023. Back here today with round number 2. We're actually coming towards the end of round number 2. Now there's only a couple of sets left to commentate on. And little update, there was supposed to be Pepsi against Hesso in round number 2. But for whatever reason, Hesso has pulled out of the tournament. I don't know what happened. Must be an emergency or something, but he has pulled out. So Pepsi versus Hesso round number 2. Pepsi will just automatically progress to round number 3. Up at the top today, we have the Cyan player with the USA Super Weapon General. This is StaZzz. Down in the south spot, we have the red player with a China tank. I think I saw a China tank. This is Mojo, or sometimes otherwise called Mojo Jojo. StaZzz is going for a no economy build, and it is a really no economy build because he's not even made a second Chinook. I think from testing this, it's always worth making that second Chinook because it very quickly pays for itself. So you spend 1200, but it quickly pays for itself, so it evens out. But then at the end of it, you have an additional Chinook. So I think it's always worth it. And I also think he could have done the supply at the front and collected off multiple different crates. But doesn't matter as long as the micro is perfect. Actually, you know what? Maybe he's even getting it out faster. Maybe I stand corrected. Maybe he is getting it out faster. I don't know. That V taking a lot of damage there, but the power, Mojo really wants to save that power because it will cut his production a lot. He's even rebuilding a power preemptively, which I do heavily agree with, because when that goes down, yeah, like I say, your production will be cut. Is selling it. He doesn't want it to get, he doesn't want any unit there to get XP. One of the MDs inside of it did get XP. Behind this, StaZzz has not made anything. He doesn't even need to look at his base, really, unless there's a flamer in his base. Does not need to look. Just needs to purely focus on the micro of these two Vs and the ambulance. Does need to protect the ambulance because the ambulance will heal the Vs, but the ambulance won't heal itself unless you have a battle drone. But a battle drone can be shot down. Okay, one GAT gets picked off. There's a GAT heading into the base. We'll see now how good StaZzz is. If he knows just to ignore this and just let his Chinook die, which is probably the right thing to do. Or will he lose Vs whilst he's trying to micro that Chinook out of the way? Like I said before, as long as his base isn't getting flamed down, there's no reason to look in your base. Yeah, you lose a Chinook, but so what? So far, so good for StaZzz. As long as the prop doesn't get up, he's okay. I think Mojo's lost too many GATs now. Because even if an ECM comes out now, I think there might be too few GATs out to support it. One V goes down. Second V goes down. This is really, really awful for StaZzz. ECM's out. A troop caller could be made now, and that's GG. Backup V is brought across. And the next V is taking heavy, heavy damage. For some reason, the ECM locks on. This is intense, man. This is intense. If the micro was better there for Mojo, he'd have already won the game. I still think he has won the game, and I think that GAT should be put on guard mode, so it's just always attacking and always distracting StaZzz. Yeah, I still think Mojo's won despite that little hiccup there. Yeah, this is definitely in the bag, yeah. Interesting there from StaZzz, losing with the no eco. Did not expect that. His micro is normally on top form, but yeah, Mojo taking game number 1. Okay, jumping into game number 2. Down in the south, we have the Cyan player with the China tank. This is StaZzz. Up at the top position, we have the red super weapon. This is Mojo. If I was him, even though a no eco had just happened from a super weapon, I would stick with it and do it as well. Because it very almost worked. A bit of better micro, and it would have worked out there for StaZzz. And I also like this from Mojo. Mojo seems to be playing a lot lately and improved a lot. Okay, interesting. He's going to go and drop an EMP. He's going to drop it between the war factories. Okay, so that has to be pretty much... Oh, he's building it. Like, every second here makes a difference. The fact that he just built it a few seconds away, and when it parks on the ground, you wait a few seconds. If that's an outpost and goes straight here, moves back through the war factory, it could stop it. And if that gets stopped, can be over. You see, every second is going to make a difference here. Yeah, you see? 95%. Imagine now if he didn't build it there, but he built it straight where he was. That would have been a massive, massive difference there. Okay, EMP finally gets cancelled, but that... Your build is already revealed now. And you know eco is already a ton slower. He keeps building an EMP like too close to the war factory. Chinook's now going to get killed. It's very far from perfect here from Mojo. Lots of mistakes. But I did always say, when the pressure's on in these big World Series games, nerves are high, you probably see more mistakes than you do just during your average game. I reckon if Mojo was just playing a Clan Wars game without any viewers, because obviously I've got live streamers here, we've got StaZzz on doing a live stream a few days ago. The pressure gets to you and you make more mistakes. If you just watch an average Clan Wars game from him, it's probably of a higher standard. I think he's messed this build up completely. Can he still win? It's going to be very, very tricky. A V without an ambulance now pushing. It's going to be very, very tough. Any damage he takes on that, which is definitely going to take some, you're not going to be able to heal it. Ambulance might be coming out there. Ambulance is out. You're just giving StaZzz too much time to react, I think. Dozer gets picked up as well. That EMP should be dead in a second. I don't think that V is going to be able to chew through all of them gats. Okay, StaZzz making a mistake here, running into the EMP. Actually, maybe not a mistake. Oh, I don't know, man. He might lose a lot of gats there. That V needs to be hitting the gats. Why is he wasting time on red guards? He needs to be hitting the gats. Now all the gats are back alive. You just had a prime opportunity to kill 4 gats and you wasted the time on a couple of red guards. But it's the World Series for you. 1-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one, we have the Cyan player for the China nuke. Up in the top right of Farmlands of the Fallen, this is StaZzz. Down in the bottom left position, this is the red China infantry. That is the player Mojo, or otherwise known as Mojo Jojo. Okay, 2 supplies, double war factory there from the red player with the China infantry. And we've got the nuke player, which is Staz, going for a barracks and an airfield. The thing is, the nuke MiGs are not going to be able to reload fast enough to deal with all of this spam, so I'm afraid this is probably going to be quite a 1-1 matchup. We're probably going to head towards 2-2 because it's quite a one-sided matchup in particular. Nuke against him. Staz is going for the oils, though. But now he's fired them 2 MiGs. It's going to take an age to reload. Meanwhile, these oils are going to get hit. And meanwhile, Mojo can actually expand into a 3rd. Yeah, both the oils have been hit pretty quick. Mojo just methodically clearing out the map, not like just charging in, leaving the oils. He's actually hit the oils first, and I actually very much like that. Nuke MiGs fired there on an outpost, but now them tank hunters are still alive. They're going to kill the MiGs. 1 MiG dies. Could have planted a bomb there, Mr. Mojo. Mojo's expanded twice quite fast. I think that's okay, but he has cut unit production a little bit to do that. But it should speed up now because he's got 4 supplies. Nuke MiGs just circling. I call them nuke MiGs. It doesn't mean they have tactical nuke MiG upgrade. They're still nuke MiGs because they fire nuke shells, but it's the weak ones, isn't it? It's not the nuke explosion. Yeah, Mojo continuing the spam. I would actually like to see him transition into something, probably a helix, but on 4 supplies, you could probably do a helix and a prop. CC being built and another barracks. I personally would like a helix. Imagine if a helix flew in now. Overlord ECM is out now, and a gap. Staz needs to get subliminal mission. Outpost gets on top of the airfield. That's probably 2 MiGs going to die, and they're very expensive. And the production now is a little bit camped. Overlord's trying to head back. Lotus is out, captures an artillery platform, but the trucks are also going to get hit as well. Yeah, just imagine, like, he's floating 6.5k. You could easily afford a couple of elixirs. Imagine if they just flew in now, even bunk elixirs. Reckon that. It'd wreck everything just for free if you flew in now with 2 elixirs. He's still comfortably ahead. Lotus is capturing the map. He knows he's not under any threat, but against some of the top level master players, then might need to be doing stuff like that. Just be completely ruthless. Don't give him any chance to breathe. If you get enough Overlords ECMs out and eventually drag the game into Nuke MiGs, Nuke is actually very good against Inflator. But it's this early part where it does normally struggle. There's a flamer coming in through the top. Overlord's been disabled. That's one of the mega OP things about China Inf, is the Lotus can disable things from a mega distance. Even if you start getting your Overlords rocking and not getting wrecked by the outpost automatically, then the Lotus just goes and disables your army, which is not fun at all. 2-1 there for Mojo. Okay, jumping into the next, down to the bottom left, we have the China Infantry for the Cyan player. That is StaZzz. Up in the top right position with a China nuke, this is the red player Mojo. If you're wondering what that noise and visible force field thing you just saw there, is basically StaZzz using the frenzy on Mojo's base. So you click the frenzy, click on his base, and it reveals. It's basically like a scan, so it makes Infosys nuke even more overpowered. And it lasts a while as well.
Building is complete.
Like, look, I think he can even see there's an airfield now. I mean, if you see an airfield, yes, doing this, you'd probably still be able to overwhelm him. You could risk a helix. That's the infantry. Try and charge down the airfield before 3 MiGs get out. Okay, oil cap coming in from Mojo. He's actually going for a helix, I think. He's going to try and fly around, pop open outposts, kill these 2 flamers. Yeah, can actually work pretty well. Helix out, wrecking the flamer. Mojo might be able to grab an oil now on the top left. And 2 helixes are out now. If he gets the speaker tower on there. And now they can heal. It's actually pretty nice. He's popped open the outpost. Those tank hunters are bugged if the outpost dies. And they try to fire immediately. They can't do it. And that's actually it's actually a really good start there for Mojo. Mojo can easily win this now, I think. He's cleared up everything. Want to try and fly in the base and try and hunt the inf would be a good idea now. That dose is exposed there. Another oil is captured by Mojo. I don't know what he's doing with these elixirs. Pause in there for a second. StaZzz's base now under threat. 1 dozer picked off so far. 1 truck gets picked off. Yeah, helixes are kind of needed over here. So either fly in and try and go for that dozer, or come back and defend it. Or you can get the dozer and then come back and defend this after. Can be good as well. MiGs are out now. Okay, very nice. There is still 1 quite full outpost though. Needs to be careful here, might lose a licks. Okay, that's very well played. Yeah, Mojo playing really well there. This is actually quite unbelievable he's doing this well with nuke. Did take a bit of damage. He's killed 1 dozer though. I really would have liked him to go in and get the other one. Even if it risked like losing the licks, going around the back and getting that dozer, I think is very, very valuable. Because then you can literally just camp it out. and mostly empty outposts getting popped open by the Lixers, then cleared up by flamers or troop crawlers. Yeah, you might have even been able to stop the prop as well if you'd have gone for the dozer hunt. But, of course, he doesn't know what's there. There could be an outpost sitting there with a load of minigunners in it for all he knows, so he doesn't want to take the risk, I understand. Okay, next stack is coming. This one's got ECMs in it. This is a big problem. You see, if that licks, I'd hit the dozer and stop the prop. These ECMs wouldn't be an issue now. And also Lotus, so it might have been worth the risk. In any future games you see like this, just go for the dozer because it's just not worth it, I don't think. Staz needs to get server limit and SGM, but now Mojo's got a big problem in his base. That could all just unload and just attack move and just do a load of damage. It'll kill the Elixirs, could kill Mix, could kill the Overlord. Nice CCM pick off there. There's even another wave coming as well. Lixer's taking damage. Goes pretty low. Overlord's doing pretty okay at clearing things up. But that minigun is still alive and you're about to lose the Lix. Needs to be very careful. Okay, Lotus captures an oil, but Staz is in such a much better position now. It's more kind of even now. In terms of like map control and stuff. And you don't really want it to be even, like nuke against Inf. Because you got the weaker army. The Inf naturally should just win. It's just a better army. Unless you can drag it out super late. Loads of Overlord GCMs and nuke mix. But just remember the Lotus can disable them Overlords, which is still a major, major problem. You can disable from miles away. Yeah, like that. That's just totally ridiculous. Whoever thought that was a good idea in EA, you can just disable 2 key tanks there. $4,000 worth of stuff. Mental. Poor Overlord, man. But he should have gone in for the hunt. He should have done it. He's going to lose all of his Overlords there, probably, and he's got another Inf problem in his base. This is I feel a little bit sorry for Mojo. But it all comes down to experience, and Mojo maybe just hasn't been in the situation a ton of times before. But in hindsight now, looking at that replay, if he'd have gone for the dozer hunt, got that prop out, and then gone back and defended your base, I guarantee this would be a win. It would be 3-1 Mojo, but it's currently looking like a 2-2. Yeah, artillery come in, carpet come in. Yeah, a bit of a shame there. But also well played to Staz, holding it together. And yeah, despite a bad start, was able to still convert the victory in under 10 minutes. So well played to Staz. 2-2 is the score. Moving on to the next one, then we're on Canyon Frost by MP3. Up in the top right, we have the Gilly Vanilla in the Scion Killer. This is GC StaZzz. GC is just his clan name, by the way. He's just playing with that on. Down in the bottom left, we have the red player with the Gilly Stealth. This is Mojo. I was recently looking at this map in World Builder. So the it's like the map creator behind Zero Hour, and actually off the edge of the map, like behind here and stuff, they've wrote like that you can't see here, but in the World Builder you can actually see some secret messages that they wrote like in the terrain with the paint text. I can't remember exactly what they wrote, but I thought it was a cool little Easter egg. I'm sure it says by MP3 and by someone else that got credits, and I'm sure there's some random other little Easter eggs as well, which I thought was pretty cool. Okay, Staz going for a fake barracks over on the left, boxing in his workers, and a fake barracks on his main, boxing in those workers as well, kind of like Tumstep style. Would make sense since I think he plays a lot of games against Tumstep. So Mojo going for a TNT. Going to put his technical inside of there, pop it from there, go straight to the arms dealer. Is it going to work out? Staz has gone for pretty much the same build, but it's way, way slower. One of the reasons it might be slower, I'll come on to in a second, for the top player. If you know anything about GLA mirrors, and the bottom spot is usually always better. That TNT is going to hit. Staz just making a run for it, sacrifices his arms dealer. And that is a really bad start now for Staz. All Mojo has to do is just defend this. I would even maybe consider stealthing that and like dropping the tunnel here. Putting all of these units on guard around here. Stop that from hitting, and if you stop it, you've won the game. Why is he going inside of the tunnel? You've just seen a TNT be loaded up. Why would you possibly go away? It needs to be repaired. Oh, man. Mojo, that's disappointing. That he might have still won the game anyway because he's got enough units out, but you just saw it get loaded up, and then it's got in the base, and you just went inside of the tunnel. It doesn't make any sense. But I think he's still ahead anyway. He's dropping down to third. He's got more units out. This is completely wrecked, isn't it? And that arms dealer is probably going to get killed before it even gets real. Staz has been defeated. Yeah, he wins anyway. But again, we're criticizing because against the top level players, you're not going to be able to make these kind of mistakes and still win the game. I mean, Staz is still really, really good on a top player and may even still win this set. I don't know. But you won't be able to make that mistake against like Xcal or Vivid or Marikar and still be able to win. But either way, 3-2 there for Mojo. Okay, moving on to the reverse down in the bottom left, we have the stealth with the sign player. This is Staz. Up in the top right, we have the red GLA vanilla for the player that is Mojo. Okay, let's see if both players will be as aggressive as they were in that previous game. Are both players going to go for a TNT again? Or is this going to be a more chilled affair? Let's see. Staz changing it up. He's going for 3 supplies, which we've seen Boyka do this. The only thing is, he's not going to be able to afford all of his workers and upgrade that on time. So you see, he needs like 1825 to upgrade that. So that first technical is going to be delayed, and your first few workers coming out here will be a little bit delayed as well, because he's dropped down so many tunnels at once. It might have been better to not drop down that one immediately, like start building it now, but prioritize getting the workers out, prioritize getting the first technical out, because you see Mojo's faster with the technical again. The reason the bottom spot is better because your CC starts there, your worker starts there. You can build a supply like instant, whereas here your CC starts there and your worker starts on the other side of it. You've got to build it there. It's usually like 5 seconds delay or whatever. First technical comes in. You see, there was only 3 or 4 workers there. I mean, I suppose the consolation of not building enough workers is less to get killed, I suppose, by the first 2 technicals there. Mojo's also gone for... Oh, he's gone for 3 supplies, double harms dealer. Okay, crazy. It's a nice counter to 3 supplies, actually. You can just queue them in there. Yes, you will lose a few technicals, but you're killing workers at the same time. Mojo, I actually like what he's doing here. He's amassing quads after doing some economic damage, getting this forward tunnel, and then I think he's going to press here with a load of quads. I have a feeling, though, that Staz might know what's up the way he's dropping down another 2 tunnels here. I don't think he's going to expect that many quads straight away, though. Okay, Mojo now coming in with this amount of quads. It is 6. He's going to go straight for the main base. Staz is in trouble here because I don't think Staz has got enough to hold that. He has 4 units inside of there and some RPGs. Is he going to be able to hold? One quad is... I don't even know if I got picked up or not. Bit of a pop and a repop there from StaZzz. Is he going to be able to hold that? Oh, I don't know, you know. I think he could have stuck at that, Mojo. Because that tunnel was nearly dead, and then you had more quads. Yeah, you've given him a super tech now. Why didn't he stick at that battle? I think he could have took it. Just waiting for the reinforcements. I mean, he's still in a good position. I think he can still push it. There is a hijacker out there. Might change the course of this battle. StaZzz repops. I don't like the look of that battle as well as I like the look of it before. I don't know why Mojo backed off. Okay, starts securing the oils and has held that initial push. I would say quite an advantage there for StaZzz. He's also building this palace. Third arms dealer for Mojo, so he's committing to the aggression. But he's probably about to lose the supply. Mojo's actually going for a counter-attack, though. Mixing some scorpions in now. Well, one scorpion, but there's just so many tunnels. And StaZzz now with the oils, you can also put this back inside of his tunnel. I personally think StaZzz has held that. Yeah, Mojo going again for the kill with this amount of scorpions. Is really going hard on the 3 arms dealers. Problem is the palace is almost done, and the 2 oils. So he has to basically kill the main base here. Yeah, giving him that super tech was a major issue, because a super tech alone can kill some tanks. Did waste the super tech there a little bit. But it's mainly these RPGs are going to send these tanks running. And yeah, that's looking very, very good, because that 4th has now been stopped. The workers have been killed on the 3rd. And the Mojo, I think, is just going to run out of steam eventually. StaZzz may be going outside of his base a little bit too much. Probably wants to stick with the tunnels, to fight with the tunnels and the stingers. All he has to do is hold until enough buggies come out, and you can just chip away at this, get Jean-Michel. StaZzz is ahead in XP. Those scorpions, though, they can't go anywhere near these RPGs. The quads can just back off now and just spread around the LPGs, and those tanks can't go in. Okay, a bunch of scorpions now pushing. There's a battle bus out and a hijacker. Might get run over though. It does get run over. Battle bus gets deleted. Needed a bit better micro on that. Wait till the scorpions fire their rockets and then like kind of do a circle around them and just chip away. I think it doesn't matter too much though. Still think StaZzz is considerably ahead. Jean-Michel is now out. There's a bunch of quads pop again and a battle bus. The problem is being near the tunnels. The scorpions will automatically fire at the tunnels. And then the battle bus can come in or the fire at the quads. Jean-Michel now chipping away. StaZzz with another tunnel. Battle bus now right into the heart of this tank army. CC being built now by StaZzz. Cancels it. It's just getting the bounty money. And that's looking really good for StaZzz. Continued. Mojo's tried multiple instances of aggression here. It's just not working out. He's going for one, probably last attack, but I think he could quit quite suddenly here. He's really trying to build that fourth again, but he's just surrounded by tunnels. And it's all an uphill battle because you've given two oils away. So it's like a whole supply ahead, Staz. Yeah, two battle busters now in and out of these tunnels. Scorpions are sent running away once again. No palace anywhere in sight for Mojo. Staz can still do more workers. That one's idle. She's only on 3. He's only on 3. Only on 3 because that one in the middle is idle. He only on 4. Oh, no, wait. That is 5 actually. I think Mojo knows he's up against it, but he's still giving it a go. I mean, it's the World Series. You've got to try everything possible. All this bounty money now for Staz. Is Mojo even getting the bounty money? Is he even getting any kills, really? Because he's just losing to the battle busters. He is getting bounty money by the looks of it. He got 60 there for the Scorpion. But then battle busters just eating these Scorpions alive, basically. There is nothing these can do. And Mojo, he tried and tried and tried for 11 minutes. They're relentless assaults. In the end, Staz comes out victorious. 3-3 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up in the top, we have the Stealth with the cyan color. This is GC Staz. Down in the south spot, we have the red player with the USA Air Force. Stealthy Air, two of the strongest factions in the game. This is Mojo. Winnable both ways here, for sure. Not so sure about Comanches here, but that's what he's going for. See how that works out for him. He might be able to pay off, actually, because the Stealth is probably going to go for the oils. That's probably like the standard go-to thing. So he is. He's going for 1, 2, 3, and he's probably going to send one there as well. So he's going to go for 4. If you can deny 4 and then hit the main base, that could be good because the Stealth hasn't gone for a second supply. He's literally just going for the oils. So it's all about denying the oils. I'm pretty sure Staz won't expect that. He can waypoint scout all he wants, but he won't expect it. But he's not going to see any drop or any ranges out or anything like that. And he's already getting 1, 2. Okay, and lucky for him, the drone gets found. But the thing is, the Stealth's still going to get 2 oils. You can shut that one down straight away because it's got a very low HP. That one gets denied. It pops 1 quad. That one's going to die. You could maybe make a supply there that's pretty covered by the tunnel and the building. Okay, stops that. Oh no, he doesn't even stop the worker. That's bad because now he can get these oils quite easily. He's hitting the barracks. I think a rebel died there straight away. Another oil for Staz. I suppose what you can do is if you're just doing a bit of damage, even if the game just continues, you could then transition and get your own oils. And the problem is, because of these building areas, it's very, very hard to clear. And he's stealth and got Stinger there as well. So yeah, it's going to be pretty tough here, I think. But you do want to get veterancy on these, so killing those barracks. Definitely something you want to do. Get the veterancy, because they can become so much harder to kill. But don't tell me Staz has got all 3 oils on the left. That's crazy. So he's got 5 oils now, just in the middle alone. So Mojo's going for his own oil in the back of his base. He's repaired his oil. Don't think any Comanche has gone down yet. Got plenty of quads out there. Another supply going up for Staz. He's on double arms dealer production. He's building more and more Stingers. Might be able to pick off that tunnel for free. It's taking some damage. Oh, yeah, loses a Comanche. Would be nice to finish that, because I think just taking one more shot won't finish a Comanche. Oh, the top right oil has been captured. You don't get any XP for killing an oil. But whatever's inside of there, you get a tiny bit of XP or veterancy for killing the ranger. But he actually decides to go and fight this instead. Doesn't want to lose any Comanches, ideally. Wants to keep vetting them up with efficient trades. Staz now going for a palace. A lot of people there would have probably dropped down a 3rd arms dealer, maybe as well, because he has the cash for it. Yeah, I would personally like to see that tunnel finished, and also that bunker still cleared out, because you'd be denying a bit more vision, and you deny all that vision in the corner, because currently Staz can still see pretty much all of his map, all of his side of the map and the middle. Search and Destroy is now deployed. He's gone into Vs, but the palace and buggies should be able to counter the Vs. Might be thinking, why doesn't the stealth go for some kind of attack? But a quad attack, even with the radar van, could quite easily get wrecked by Vs. Oh, he's just stolen a dozer. Quite easily get wrecked by Vs and the Comanches in tandem together. But Staz stealing a CC and... or building a CC and a power now with the dozer he got. Might mean Mojo has to hurry up a bit now. Might be useful for him to go and get the cancel on that. At least cancel the power, so he has to make a dozer and then a power. As soon as he gets power, he's going to produce at twice the normal rate. And it's going to be a lot harder to deal with. Yeah, he might be a bit hesitant to move in because he doesn't know where the stealth tunnels are. Could be the reason. The longer you wait now, the more buggies are going to come out. The more Stingers will get dropped down. And yeah, you might get AP bullets. It's like 25% stronger quads. Ooh, we want to be careful. That V's going very low. Comanche's still chilling on the right. No lays lock. Means he's going to lose some MDs. Comanche's still trying to find an angle or something to do. There's a few Comanches chilling in the base as well, but I think he might be giving Staz a little bit too much time because Staz is now on a CC. Oh, Comanche's come in. Finishes a stinger. Comanche's heading back over to the right side. A car pump comes in. Even if you get 2 quads, still good because he's damaging that building as well. However, a big quad pop from the right, and now the Comanches are starting to fall. 2 Comanches. But you do need to be picking stuff off as the Air Force. Again, he's not finishing buildings sometimes. You do need to be picking stuff off because the more you pick off, the more XP you get. More XP you get, the faster you get promoted, and you get to use Generals promotions. One of the main reasons Air Force is so strong because you've got insane Generals promotions. The Spectre, the A-10, the Fuel Air Bomb, the Carpet Bomb, Leaflet Drop. These Vs are being picked apart. The Comanches are now back on the way. Mojo's floating 12k actually. Has he got supply lines upgrade? Yeah, he does. Staz is getting pushed back. That is the truth. The big quad pop though. Comanches are falling, but the Comanches are actually deciding to stick around and go for the fight. That was one of the worst mistakes I think Mojo's made this particular game, maybe even set. Is flying in over that bunker. Loses a ton of Comanches when otherwise that was looking like a kind of okay push. I think not trying to cancel the CC and the power once the Dozer got hijacked, that was a major mistake too. You might have thrown the game basically there. It's actually probably one of the worst maps to go Comanches on. Yeah, Buggy's coming in now, picking off some Vs. The Scud Storm up now as well. Remember, StaZzz is producing everything at twice the normal speed. He could even make King Raptors if he wanted to. Could pick off everything for free. If he did go King Raptors. I don't think StaZzz feels any threat here now. The hard bit's done. Now he's just making another Scud Storm. Again, could do more workers. And there he's only collecting on 4 and 4. Only 2 collecting there. He's making more now, though. Only 4 collecting there. Loads collecting there, though. Mojo's on a timer now. You don't want to take too many of them Scuds to the base. Okay, nice-ish carpet, but most of that's just going to rebuild. A10 coming in as well. You're now seeing the support powers. He's going to go straight through to the main base. There's so many tunnels, though. Big pop. 2 Comanches, 3 Comanches have fallen. Another Comanche there falls. I think he's going for one last big attack, and that is it. All the Comanches are dying. And that's GG. Yeah, nice try there from Mojo, but I think, like I said, going Comanches on this map is particularly bad. 4-3. Okay, moving on to the reverse. Down in the south with the Cyan, USA Air Force. This is StaZzz. Up in the north position with a GLA Stealth. This is the red player, Mojo. Okay, StaZzz going for a very fast war factory. That's looking like a combat Chinook. Weird that both players are feeling like they need to do this on this map. It could definitely catch him off guard, but he's queued up 2 combat Chinooks, okay, and sold his war factory. He's going for a double combat Chinook rush, okay. Well, let's see how it works out for him. I think it's worth repairing that oil if it transcends into a later game. Definitely want to have a full HP oil in your base. He's trying to catch him off guard with 2 full combat Chinooks. Actually, they won't be full. The first one... Oh my god, he's bringing the dozer as well. You're joking. He clicked the dozer in by mistake there. I think nerves are running high. Alright, so the second one's going to have a load of rangers in it. Combat Chinook goes across. Mojo will be very surprised to see that. Don't think he is expecting that in the slightest. And that war factory is getting wrecked. 2 quads pop. A bunch of RPGs pop. And that combat Chinook is taking a lot of damage. Needs to get moving. Next combat Chinook is on the way. Oh, it's extremely low. Gets the war factory. The problem is... he's getting himself oils. He's got 3 oils, so losing that war factory... it's just so weird. I don't think you need to do this as the Air Force. You might still pay off, though, because... puts 2 MDs from that inside of there, and it's still a full combat Chinook. Back in his base, though, StaZzz doesn't have very much. He's only got one normal Chinook. This one's being sent back. Could make an airfield and then repair that one. I would pick up them 2. Get the vetted one. He's dropping off ranges. This is weird. Okay. He leaves the vetted one. That doesn't make any sense. You would definitely pick up the vetted one. This one runs into a Stinger. Mojo made a Stinger to combat it. These buildings are stealth now. He's got a stealth war factory on the right. It's rare that buildings get stealth like so early so often like that, and actually it ends up working out for the better. Actually, like, making a major impact. Because that war factory not getting spotted is a major point. I think StaZzz needs to get on some economy himself now. Quad survives still, I think. Okay, that whole position gets cleared out, but there's still 2 oils. 1 oil, 1 oil, 1 oil. 5 oils in total. StaZzz needs some economy. Well, What happened to his other dozer? I don't know. Okay, Staz going for multiple oils. If he gets himself rolling now, gets himself on a second supply and then transitions into these, that's going to actually work out quite nice. There's 4 quads there and the combat Chinook gets picked off. Staz is looking a bit vulnerable. If those quads just go into his base now, he's got nothing to stop that. Like, you can play a normal build here. You can go for like all the oils, build a barracks over here, try and run over his worker, try and grab some of these buildings. You can drop inside of there and just try and take these 2, for example. But now, yeah, both players went for some rather funky strats as the Air Force. For this map, I mean. Any other map, 2 combat Chinooks like that, probably will kill the stealth. But it's because of the amount of oils near bunkers and the fact that it's stealth. He's going to try and hijack the last dozer. Oh, he gets found though. Dozer on the run. Quads in the end are getting cleared up, but that bought Mojo a bit of time. He's expanded now back to his main as well. Needs to get more arms dealers going, I think. Get back on the... I don't know, what would you make now? Probably would still stick with quad spam, actually. Oh, has he got the dozer? Yeah, he's got the dozer. Okay, yeah, that's really good. And GG quits out. That was a pretty entertaining game. 4-4 is the score. Okay, moving on to the next one. GLA... I almost said stealth again, but it's GLA Tox. Down in the south position of imminent victory. Cyan player, this is StaZzz. Up in the top position, we have the red China tank. Imbalance matchup. This is Mojo. Yeah, Tox is like the king of bunkering because you can just hide behind those strong RPGs and strong tunnels. Tank has to be more aggressive because it's got no late game, no long-range artillery. I mean, like Infernos or nuke cannons. Okay, truck rush straight down the left-hand side. He could just go in there and kill all of them workers now, but why is he heading to the right? Flamer down the middle as well. TNC there is going to get stopped. Kills 1 worker in the end. Or maybe 2, actually. The tech RPG around the back is just completely wrecking his base. Wrecks of 3 key important things. And then leaves the base. Helix is going to pick up a flamer. He's going straight for the arms dealer. Very, very aggressive here as the tank. Flame wall was a little bit off there. Could be the difference between getting the arms dealer or not. Bit of a weird helix, considering that's basically your only chance of winning. And he just flew straight in and wasn't paying attention. I don't know where he was looking. Probably making some trucks or something. He needed to be paying attention there. I think that's game now. Obviously, that supply is being rebuilt. Get on the left-hand side. I don't think it'll win against a quad of 3 RPGs, though. Main supply has mines on it now, but it's probably going to die. Yeah, the guy goes down as a flamer here. Imagine if that first flame wall would have been decent. And then that second unit, the second attack with the Helix would have been decent. That would have been a win. But again, I think nerves are high here and players aren't particularly playing their best. 5-4 now for StaZzz. Moving on to reverse. Up at the top, we have the tank with the cyan. This is StaZzz. Down in the south position with the red DoMiNaToR. This is Mojo. So StaZzz basically has a free shot here at going through to the next round because you're meant to lose here with the tank as the Tox. But he's one ahead. It only needs one more to win. Mojo has to win this and then has to win the decider if it does go to a decider. So StaZzz, the way I see it, has got a throw with a dice here. Yes, his odds are against him to win with a tank. But there's always a chance. Maybe you need to try some crazy aggression like we just saw in the previous game. Would a truck rush be working? You'd be probably getting your truck round about there, right about now. It would probably be like there, round about now. So you'd probably be able to harass here a little bit and keep the red Tox busy. But I don't think you would actually kill many workers if he did go for that. Okay, first technical is out. Runs into a bunch of gats, though. Might get killed for free. No, it gets through. Just TNT on the war factory. They're all bunched together, though. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but it did in this case. Gat's going to pick it off, though. There's a few RPGs in there that are going to go down. Sneaky flame here from StaZzz. That could definitely win in the game. Oh my god, that's looking perfect. I don't think Mojo has any idea that is coming in.
Scorpion rocket installed, sir.
We look on his view, so he's controlling the war factory, he's controlling the Scorpions. He's controlling them Scorpions now, but I think he's probably just seen it. No, he hasn't seen it yet. Oh my god. That's very, very bad. StaZzz might have just got through to the next round. War factory having to be sold and the workers getting killed, man. That is very, very painful. But he does have 3 supplies. He's evac in the mid. Okay, he only lost the arms dealer, I suppose. And a few workers. If he'd have lost both, though, would have been bad. StaZzz is in with a very good chance now, though. Pushing with these tanks at the front. Key building has been stopped. You could park here, maybe, and pick off these workers. Getting a flame wall there would be very, very nice. Pop from Mojo over on the right-hand side. Those Scorpions and RPGs are the way to go against tank. Needs to start dropping down more defensive tunnels, though, because it looks like he's going for a bit of a base trade. Is StaZzz going to go back, or is he actually going to push in and try to kill him? I think he should carry on going, because by the time that gets back, the GLA could probably just go back inside of his tunnel. What StaZzz should have really done is scouted on the right to make sure there was no sneaky tunnel being built. Otherwise, then this would not be happening. But yeah, base trade situation. Starts clearing up his base and continues the push. But these Gats don't want to be at the front. You want to preserve them because when the RPGs pop, you need them in the back to come more to the front and pick them off. UTNT is being prepared here by Mojo. See, that's why you need the Gats. Yeah, he's wasting that guy. Could have been doing more there. Mojo continuing to hold. He's gaining a lot of veterancy every time he kills a 2 Battlemaster, but StaZzz actually has equal numbers of veterancy there as well. These Scorpions are getting super strong now as well. Every time you kill a Vet 2 unit, you gain a load of veterancy yourself, so getting some strong tanks. Yeah, that Scorpion's going to be sent to his death because there's a Helix out now. At least it's revealed it, though, without losing all of your Scorpions, because sometimes that Helix can surprise you and you lose all your Scorps. Okay, Mojo pushing back a little bit now. I think because StaZzz has transitioned to that Helix, he doesn't actually have that many ground units. Artillery comes in. I think it would be nice actually on that position. Don't think it is. I think it's on his... It's down here somewhere. Okay, he kills the supply down to the hole. But yeah, if you kill that, the GLA has no map control, so... Killing the supply was good, but also you need to clear this position. He might be able to do it, though, with the tanks from this angle here. What he should have done is fired the artillery and pushed this at the same time, and then he would have been scared to pop because he would have thought it'd be a legendary artillery. Mind games. Interesting. He's gone for 3 helixes. So yeah, really investing in those helixes. I think 3 is enough. And then just make the auto-loader upgrade for the tanks and make a massive ground army now, basically, using all the money that you've captured so far and that refinery 10% discount. Yeah, this position is still the annoyance. He's got a Gamma Bus out now as well, and then Helix is taking damage to the quads. Yeah, that Gamma Bus is really wrecking things. Yeah, bit of a failed attack there by StaZzz. He's floating 10k. Doesn't have the autoloader upgrade. And comes back to that artillery before. Like, that supply remade for free. Yeah, you killed some workers, though. But if that artillery had been on there and deny him all the map control. Gillo without map control is a ton weaker, because you need that map control to pop in and out of the tunnel, so you use all your advantages to the max. I don't know about engaging that. Yeah, maybe now with ECMs, just with one tank, I don't know about that, but he seems to have evac'd most of that anyway. Lotus into the main base. She might be able to squeeze through there. I think she can. He does have the autoloader upgrade, but StaZzz is floating 14k. What are you doing floating 14k? Whilst in quite an even game, risk being kicked. Well, could be being risk kicked out of the World Series. Not in this particular game, but if it goes to a decider and loses that, could be. But there's no reason to be floating 15k here. It needs to spam everything. If it means an extra war factory or another helix, spend that cash. Otherwise, it's going to come back to bite you. It's giving away a lot of XP. Mojo's already nearly level 5. Imagine an anthrax bomb and then a sneak attack in the back. Could be very, very deadly. Both players floating, actually. 10k and 15k. Crazy. Okay, 2 Gamma Busters. Mojo's spending all of his cash now. I think he could do with a Stinger or 2 dotted around the map. Battle Bus gets disabled by ECM. These Battle Masters are getting wrecked. Mojo's now level 5. Those Helixes probably shouldn't engage Gamma Buses. Well, the ECM is helping, though. One Battle Bus gets deleted, but the ground army is taking a massive, massive beating. 2 Battle Buses now gone down. Market's being built by Mojo. Artillery coming in. And now I think it's on this position. But what is StaZzz doing with these helixes, man? Oh, that's bad. Legendary artillery, but that should have been the one earlier. But he's lost 2 helixes, pretty much all of his ground army, and that one's 1 HP helix as well. I think StaZzz got a bit confused about what to make at one point. I think, yeah, he's made a mixture of everything now, and that was quite a poor engagement by him, I think. MiG's now coming in. Personally think he should have hit that. Okay, he's waiting for a battle bus that could push. Mojo now hiding at the bottom of the map. Confused where to see. Oh, there's a CC. CC support powered, like it should be Anthrax bomb and a sneak. StaZzz is still floating 15k. He's making an internet center. Oh my goodness. There's no way. There's no way he's going to win the World Series now. I've seen that internet center. 15k float and an internet center. You have to be joking me. By the time that makes a profit, like in 8 minutes or whatever it is, you might have already lost the game, or you'll be at a significant disadvantage because that all of that money you've spent on that, let's say it's the best part of 10k or whatever, should have been poured into an army and can change the outcome in the next 8 minutes. Not waiting 8 minutes to make a profit. It doesn't make sense to make an internet center. We've had this debate many times on the forums. So yeah, I think StaZzz halfway through this has been a bit confused about what to make. There should have been a 3rd war factory. This army should be beastly. Should get the nationalism upgrade. MiG's okay, I can kind of live with that if you've got all the cash. Oh man, those MiGs could be wrecked. There's a helix here, but is it a speaker tower helix or a bunker helix? Those MiGs are screwed. See, with the money you saved on the internet, in fact, just spending some of that 13k, could have had mines here, this thing wouldn't have happened. And now it's looking pretty bad for Staz. He's losing all his key stuff. Anthrax bomb is ready. On there would be deadly. The whole base is getting captured of Staz. Meanwhile, his army is just sat idle. He's coming back now. I'm afraid that's just too much money given now to Mojo in terms of the bounty money. He's got 400 for the War Factory kill alone. ECM gets picked off. Battlemaster goes down. Staz clears it up, but at what cost? He's lost a ton of stuff there. Okay, there's the Anthrax bomb. It could have been a bit sooner. It might have got all them flamers and ECMs with it as well. I mean, he gets the trucks anyway. That's still good. Starts spending some more of his cash now, but I think most of that is just going on the mix. Well, Mojo has got a bit of a Boyka base going on, which is when you have a thin slither of the map. Another sneak attack right in front of the internet center and the MiGs. Is he gonna pop? Might be a bit dangerous to pop there. Protecting the mines. Sneak attack gets cleared. Okay, game has slowed down a bit. Longer Staz waits around though. Like for every penny or every dollar you're spending on hackers, internet center, mines, all that stuff, the GLA is spending it better on markets. So you're basically fighting an uphill battle. Your best strength was kind of those mid-game pushes with the big Battlemaster ECM armies. Nice MiG strike on the battle bus. There's many more battle buses where that came from. And every single Battlemaster here is getting shredded. Battle bus can collect the scrap as well. You can scrap it up twice, I think, make it stronger. The bumper and that gets bigger. You see this big grill on the front now? If that's what you want to call it. A grill or a bumper. Can get this scrap as well just to get some extra cash. Yeah, Mig's wasted there for Staz, and it is falling apart. Yeah, by making the internet center, floating that amount of cash, dragging it into this later game, this is exactly what you're asking for, and it's exactly what he's getting. Might be preparing for another sneak there. Could be a sneak over here, maybe. Sneak attack in the same place is very, very weird. Did he scan that? Yeah. He must have scanned that. I don't know. Weird to just do it in the same spot like that. Alright, Staz made an Emperor. If Jean Kel's out, that can get sniped quite easily. Jean Kel and an ambush on top of it to steal it for yourself. Gamma busters are out. Artillery's coming in. One of the battle busters gets disabled by the ECM. And Frax bomb coming in. That's going to be deadly. That's very, very bad for the tank. He has to run back through that now or charge into this. But there's so many gamma busters now. Staz has lost this one, and he had the game in my view. He had the game. He had the game. Did that internet center even make a profit? Someone please do the maths. 5-5 there is the score. Okay, jumping into the decider. Of course, it's a DoMiNaToR mirror on sovereignty, as we've seen in one of the other sets. I think it was... I won't spoil it, actually. Down in the south position, we have the cyan DoMiNaToR. This is Staz. Up in the north position with the red DoMiNaToR, this is Mojo. So I kind of like this, one of the strats we saw in one of the previous sets, where a war factory, kind of a nice-ish boxed area here. Still went for the barracks, one tunnel. Upgrade him to 2 real arms dealers, and then loads of tech harassment with the amount of techs from 2 arms dealers. I actually really like that. Wow, first technical. Or Mojo goes straight across the map and runs to its death. Slightly better position tunnels here, I think, for Mojo. Technical coming through for Staz at quite an important time. He's probably going to try and get the crush on that and that. Wow, that's a very nice pick off there from StaZzz. Very, very nice indeed. Gets himself a Vet 2 technical. Just going to come in here and kill this other rebel as well. You can also head over to the left and kill a bunch of workers, and that would be advantage StaZzz. Where's he going? Another rebel there. He gets to pick that off as well. Tunnel being built by StaZzz over here, but it's been found by Mojo. Built an aggressive tunnel over here as well. StaZzz finds this worker, but not clicked to kill it just yet. Behind this is getting his oils. You could click and kill that one as well. Every little move here makes a difference. The fact that StaZzz got off to that good of a start by stopping them oils and got a Vet 2 technical is kind of massive. Mojo needs to get himself rolling, needs to get them oils, needs to get himself on an extra supply like that one, for example. He's doing that now. But StaZzz has already started the double war factory spam. StaZzz now trying to get another oil. That'll take him up to 4, but he's not expanded down the bottom left, whereas Mojo has expanded over there and got himself a 3rd. So that is the difference. StaZzz with a bit of momentum now because he's got this strong army out pretty soon. Technical there of Mojo gets picked off. StaZzz now with an attack on the left. I reckon he can clear that pretty easily. I don't think 2 vehicles and a bunch of RPGs are going to be able to hold against that many Scorpions. Big push over on the right from StaZzz now, trying to push back these tunnels. And Mojo, I think, is playing from behind here. He does also have 3 arms dealers up. StaZzz with a big blob of units here, and he's going to shut down that 3rd supply. Actually, he's even... yeah, it is his 3rd supply, actually, because he's got this one as well. But StaZzz is going to gain veterancy on all of his units from these kills as well. Like that one. Okay, StaZzz just going back for now. Mojo trying to capture these buildings up in the top left. Wow, StaZzz also clearing up the left-hand side. Not only is he doing well on the right, but he is also now clearing the left. Mojo is falling further and further behind. StaZzz also has this middle oil now as well. That's going to get cleared. StaZzz is ahead in XP. Looking very, very good for StaZzz. It's just relentless with the 3 war factory spam. He's building a supply down in the bottom left. And StaZzz might be preparing an attack now for the main base. This might be the killer blow Will Mojo be able to defend that? He needs to pop everything from his tunnel now. Staz trying to go round. Picks off the barracks first. Again, gains some veterancy here on these units. But these RPGs in the back. I think Staz might have been able to take that fight. We're deciding it's not worth the risk going back for now. Maybe he wants to head over to the right. Now the tanks have all popped out. Could go over to the right. Is going over to the right. Yeah, Staz has loads of map control advantage. There's a tunnel down in the bottom left, slowly getting cleared by the artillery platform and a Scorpion. And Mojo's map control is reducing and reducing. There's a battle bus out for Mojo. Maybe that's why he's got fewer units out, because he's rushed out of Palace. Let's see if he can get some back now with these battle buses. Is wrecking a lot of Scorpions so far with these battle buses. Needs to go back inside of the tunnel to repair that one. Mojo definitely needs to go back inside of that. No point fighting with a half-dead bus. Or more than half, even. Yeah, that bus gets killed. Bit of an overstep there by Mojo. Shame, because with some better micro, might have been able to do a little bit more there. Mojo going back. We're right into the heart of his base. Another tunnel for Mojo. Facing a weird way. It's facing that way. When the threat is going to come from here, if anywhere. Yeah, Staz had an XP, but both players are level 3 regardless, so both should be getting the same support powers, which, like, the bounty money is the main thing. First market is up now for Mojo. And Mojo needs to make a move because he is considerably behind. He wants to try and pick off this oil. Might be better to go for a TNT on it, though, since it is a little bit open. A TNT there probably could have worked. But battle bus is now out for StaZzz. Battle bus is out for Mojo as well. All of the Scorpions there get picked off, but for one oil, was that worth it to throw away your main army? I don't know. Okay, battle bus fight there. Unfortunate for Mojo. Gets his battle bus down to the hole, where Staz escapes the most of his. That supply on the right is forced to be sold. Mojo staring death in the face right now because this Staz army on the right is looking formidable. Staz has expanded there, whereas that one's had to be sold. Staz has expanded there. Staz had that oil in the middle for the majority of the time, and Mojo is really up against it. Yeah, massive trade-off there. Pretty much everything is going down for both players. I think it favors StaZzz more so because you're happy to lose units as long as you're trading off 1 for 1. When you have a greater economy, just naturally that means you're going to win. Mojo's been defeated. GG, well played. StaZzz will progress through to the next round. Very, very close set there. Last year he went 6-5, oh sorry, 5-6 or 6-7 to Excal, just losing by 1 game. Really, really close games. And this year scrapes by Mojo 6-5. So as his level decreased, or as Mojo played really, really good there. I think it's a combination of both, if I was to give my opinion. But yeah, GG, well played. Let me know your thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.